Welcome back, everybody, to the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on MLB The Show 20. As today, we continue our quest for a World Series championship here in today's episode. Games 4 and 5 of the World Series on tap. Last episode was not a particularly good one. We lost games 2 and 3. Game 2 was decided by the final score of 2-1. Another game where our offense just didn't click, and this time we did not get lucky enough to finish with a victory. The Angels didn't hit the ball well either, but they had a big 7th inning. We kept Jameson Taillon in 1 inning too long, and I guess that ended up costing us the game. In a pivotal Game 3, the Angels took that one as well by the final score of 5-6. And our lineup did play better as the game went along, but we still have not had a consistent 9-inning game from our lineup in this World Series, and the Angels hit the ball really well. Joey Lucchesi, who's been excellent for us in the postseason, really struggled in that game, didn't even make it out of the 3rd inning. And now we are down 2-1. So in today's episode, we have to win at least one game to stay alive. If we lose both of them, then the Angels win the World Series. Best case scenario, we win them both, and we would need a Game 6. So no matter what happens, we will not win the World Series officially today, but we can officially lose it. So the goal has to be to not lose rather than to win at the moment. So games 4 and 5, both in LA, going to be challenges, but we have to give it our A game if we want to get this World Championship and not lose in the Fall Classic 2 years in a row. Welcome, everybody, to Game 4 of the 2024 World Series here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, California, as the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Los Angeles Angels. Very big Game 4 here. The Angels can really break away, take a 3-1 series lead here in the World Series, or the Pirates can knot it up at 2. All 3 games thus far in the World Series have been decided by 1 run. So it seems like all of these games are very close going down to the finish. Cesar Hernandez will be the DH today, not Gabriel Hayes. Hayes has really struggled in the postseason. Maybe he'll get a shot in Game 5, but Hayes will not be getting the start today. So on the mound for the Angels will be Jaime Barria. Barria has started 1 game this postseason, 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, actually got the loss, and he does look to rebound here. Wander Franco up at the plate, 2-1 with 1 out, lines this one past the glove of Dom Smith for a single into right field. So a good start here early in Game 4. Pittsburgh getting themselves a quick base runner as it is Franco. Here's Benny Lane, who is one of the main reasons why this lineup has struggled in the World Series. Lane has not produced here in the Fall Classic, but when the lineup was hot in the playoffs, Benny Lane was hot. Lane flies out to left to end the inning, so the Pirates are unable to score anybody. They do leave 1 on there in the top of the 1st. Let's go to the bottom of the 1st, as it'll be the 2nd-year pro, Santiago Osuna. The 21-year-old righty on the mound. He has been okay in the playoffs, not great, but I guess not terrible either. He's 1-1, 4.73 ERA, so the ERA you'd like to be a little bit lower, and he does have a chance to make his mark today. Ben Gamel, the 2nd batter of the game for the Angels, gets this one over the fence in center, and the Angels will strike first. Los Angeles has all the momentum right now. They've won 2 straight games, and it does not appear here early in Game 4 that they're going to stop. Ben Gamel has been excellent here in the World Series, and he is doing more of there. A 409-foot bomb into center, and the Angels lead this one 1-0. 2-2 count now for Rendon with 2 outs, and it looks like Los Angeles is not done. Rendon, chopping gap in a right center. That'll be a double. And the Angels had themselves a runner in scoring position. They had the chance to potentially make this game ugly early. Dickerson now, 2-2. He goes down to the high cutter. Good work there from Santiago Osuna to get out of the inning, but the Angels with an early dent on the scoreboard. They lead at 1-0. Top of the 2nd, runner on, 1 out for Francisco Mejia. Gets this one into right. That'll go for extra bases. O'Neal Cruz rounding 3rd, headed to the plate. The throw from the cutoff man. Fletcher is in time. The Angels gun him down. From Gamel to Fletcher over to Adley Rutschman at the plate. And the Angels get themselves a huge out there, preventing the Pirates from potentially scoring in this inning. We'll see if they do drive in a run as of 2 outs. Miguel Andujar hits this one nicely, deep in the left center, and it's gone. The Pirates will quickly regain the lead. Miguel Andujar with his 3rd postseason home run, 2nd, I believe, of the World Series. and the Pirates will take the lead. It would have been 3-1 had Oneil Cruz stayed at third, but I don't think Pittsburgh is too mad with this outcome as the lead is now theirs. Barria gave Andujar a nice pitch up in the zone, and Andujar capitalized. That one almost stayed in the park. It's just scraped past the fence, but nonetheless, Pirates take a 2-1 lead. Let's go to the top of the third now. Nobody out here for Pablo Cairo, ripping it past the legs of Jaime Barria for a single into center. So, with nobody out, the Pirates had themselves a quick base runner here. And the meat of the lineup just happens to be up next, as here's Wander Franco grounding this one into right field for a base hit. Now, with nobody out, Pittsburgh has 2 runners on. Josh Bell would be presented up at the plate. This is a huge opportunity for Bell, who's probably been Pittsburgh's best bat in the World Series by a country mile. Bell actually grounds into a double play, so that kind of takes some momentum out of this inning. The Pirates do still have Cairo at third, but now they're going to need a base hit here from Benny Lynn, who I don't think has reached base yet in the World Series, and that streak will not end here as he grounds this one to Fletcher. And the Angels, who allowed 2 runners on to open up the inning, did not allow any to cross, and it will remain 2-1 at the conclusion of the top of the third inning. Let's advance forward now to the bottom half of the frame. One out here for Ben Gamel. He's already gone yard once today, make it twice. 2 home runs in the first 3 innings for Ben Gamel, and the Angels will tie it up. Santiago Osuna has been pretty much dominating every single batter on the Angels, whose name is not Ben Gamel. Gamel, meanwhile, has been crushing baseballs today, going deep twice early here in Game 4, and the Angels tied up at 2. We've had a lot of pitchers' duels thus far in the World Series, but this game looks like it might be a battle of the bats, or at least Ben Gamel versus everybody else in the Pirates lineup. Following batter, Mike Trout. This one will count as a single, as nobody wants to go after the ball. That's odd. It looked like it deflected off of Santiago Osuna's leg, dribbled to second. Franco couldn't get to it quick enough. Actually, Franco never got to it at all. Osuna a little bit banged up, but he will try to stay in the game, and I don't blame him. Probably Osuna's only opportunity to pitch in the World Series this year, so he wants to make the most of it. Runners in scoring position. 2 outs for Dom Smith. He goes down looking. So that is how the inning will end. Pittsburgh lucky they didn't allow any more, but still a successful inning for LA as they do tie it up at 2, thanks to Ben Gamel's second home run of the night. Top of the fourth now, Oneil Cruz. That was ugly. He went fishing on that pitch, didn't catch anything with that bait. It's Barria's first strikeout of the night. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Nobody out here for Rutschman. An easy 4-6-3 double play. The Pirates infield has more chemistry than a science project, turning 2. And it looks like this game will remain tied at 2 going into the top of the fifth. Here is Cesar Hernandez. He strikes out on the changeup. Nice outside pitch from Barria. And it seems like both of these pitchers are starting to get into a little bit of a groove. Bottom 5, here's Gamel. He's gone yard twice today. He will not get the hat trick, but he is now 3 for 3. A single into center field. Can't really ask much more from Gamel. And the Angels have themselves an early base runner to start the inning. Mike Trout now up, the 3-1. He looks at a low curveball, and that one will go for a walk. So the Angels have 2 runners on here to open up the inning. That'll bring up Anthony Rendon. The 3-2. This one is grounded past Franco. It will go for a hit into right center. The runner from second, that's Gamel. He will score. Trout advances to third, and the Angels will take a 3-2 lead. Ben Gamel responsible for all 3 runs. Dickerson now, the 1-2, gets a nice look at the outside changeup. That'll be a single into right. Rendon would have been out at second, but Josh Bell decides to throw it home there. So, very questionable decision there by Bell. It's now 4-2, and with that, the officials would actually call a 30-minute rain delay. So with that, there's no reason to keep Santiago Osuna in. He's not fresh. He's starting to struggle, and Emmanuel Clase will enter. This is his second appearance, I believe, since that Game 5 game against the Brewers in which he kind of choked. Clase's first batter will single into left. So the Angels now have the bases loaded, and there's still nobody out. Sheldon Deuce now with a fly out into left. Carlson under it. Rendon will not go home. So that sets up a force out at all bases and the opportunity of a double play without allowing any more runs. Adley Rutschman, the 3-1, looks at the low fastball for ball 4, so that will be a walk. Rendon scores, and it is now 5-2. Fletcher now grounds this one to short. Cruz to Franco to Lane, and the Pirates get out of a disaster of an inning, as Pittsburgh is lucky they left the bases loaded, but not before the Angels scored 3, and all of a sudden, LA is in control through 5 innings. 5-2 is your score. It is no longer raining, which makes sense considering the rain delay has already passed, but the weather does not look like it'll make much of an impact the rest of the way as Franco strikes out on the full count pitch. Josh Bell is now up at the plate. He's been quiet today, and he goes down on the changeup. A very nice pitch, low but in the zone from Jaime Barria. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 4 on the day, and he is really pitching well right now. Bottom 6, Gamel singles in the left. The runner would almost be out at second. That is the leadoff hitter, Martin Jeffers. So Ben Gamel now 4 for 4. And the Angels have 2-1 with no outs. Pittsburgh would make a pitching change. Victor Arano will enter. He drops his glove as he reaches the mound. Arano has not allowed any runs so far in the postseason. Hopefully that can stick for Pittsburgh's sake as Mike Trout rips this one into center. That'll be a single. Looks like the run will score. That's Jeffers. The throw from Cairo is shallow. And the Angels, this game was just tied at 2, but the Angels now lead at 6-2. A dominant stretch these past couple innings for the Angels, and they're still 2-on, nobody out. Rendon grounds this one to third, and the Pirates will turn a massive double play. And Duhart could have tagged the runner going to third, possibly getting the triple play, but he decided to play it safe. The Angels do now have themselves a runner on third, but all for nothing as Dickerson strikes out. So again, the Angels had an opportunity to score more, but they do drive in 1. And the Angels lead this game 6-2. If the Pirates don't have a big surge here late in the game, the Angels will take a 3-1 lead here in the World Series. The sidearm throwing righty, Kenyon Middleton, will enter in the top of the 7th, ending Jaime Barria's day. Middleton is not allowed to run yet in the postseason, and he's making quick work of these Pirate batters with 2 out. Mejia, weak fly out, caught by Rutschman, an easy 1-2-3 inning there from Kenyon Middleton. And Pittsburgh's lineup has done pretty much nothing since the 3rd inning. It looked like Pittsburgh was hitting the ball well, and ever since inning number 3, something has changed for the worse. Bottom of the inning now, Ken Giles will enter for the Pirates. Giles has been very good in this postseason, shaky in the regular season, so it's good to see him playing well as Dom Smith opens up with the walk. A lot of walks today from the Angels. Very disciplined approach at the plate from LA, and it has certainly worked out in their favor. Deuce now grounds this one to Franco. Quick flip to Cruz over to the lane for the 4-6-3 double play. The Pirates with 3 double plays today, as that one would pretty much eliminate the inning. However, David Fletcher trying to do some more damage here with 2 outs. Runner on first, and it's going to be caught in left. Nice play there by Dylan Carlson. I thought that was going to drop for a hit, and if it did, probably would have scored the runner. So Pittsburgh is lucky. Score remains 6-2 with just 2 innings of ball left to go. Top of the 8th now, Jacob Barnes will enter. Barnes has not been great in the postseason. He was the main reason why the Angels lost Game 1 of the World Series. Had that disaster of a 9th inning. Let's see what he can do here. Miguel Andujar, 3-1, rips it into center for a hit. The Pirates had a nice rally off of Barnes early in the World Series, and it would be a darn good time to have one again. Following batter now, it's Cesar Hernandez. Rips this one into right. It'll go for extra bases, bouncing over the wall. Pirates now have 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out for the top of the lineup. Pablo Cairo up, a huge opportunity for the 20-year-old Venezuelan native. 2-1 pitch for Pablo. He hits this one nicely into right center, and it is going to be dropped by Gamel. Run scores. Cesar advances to third, and the Pirates have a runners on the corners. Still nobody out. 6-3 your score. Tying run is up. That'll bring up Wander Franco. The 1-2. It's hit nicely deep into right field, but not quite deep enough. It's caught by Gamel. The runner tagging from home at Cesar Hernandez. He is safe, so the sac fly is successful, but for a second, I think we all thought that was a potential game-tying home run. Tying run still at the plate here as the Pirates are only down by 2, and the Angels are going to make a probably wise pitching change. Trevor Hildenberger, the main closer, will enter. He would get Josh Bell out. That brings up Benny Lang, 3-2. That would have been such an easy walk. But he goes chasing on the low changeup. Benny Lang continuing to struggle in the World Series, and Lang was so good in the NLCS against Washington. I don't know what happened. Bottom 8, Carl Edwards Jr. is in for the Pirates. He's been pretty much perfect in the playoffs. Has not allowed a run thus far. Martin Jeffers up the 3-2. Swing and a miss at a curveball. Good pitch there from Edwards, trying to keep the Pirates afloat here in Game 4. 2 outs now for Anthony Rendon. Crushes this one into center, but it does not look like it has the distance at the warning track, but it is caught by Cairo. So Pittsburgh's not out of this game. They scored 2 runs in the top of the 8th, and they need 2 more runs to tie it here in the 9th. Carlson leading things off for Pittsburgh. The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up as he lines this one out to short. Nice play by Jeffers. It is worth noting that Trevor Hildenberger is still in the ballgame for LA. O'Neal Cruz is now up. Cruz has been in a slump this postseason, starting to play a little bit better as he looks at the high fastball called strike 3. And now Pittsburgh needs a miracle. That'll bring up Francisco Mejia, the 1-1. Grounds it to second. Fletcher makes the play. And the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim will take a 3-1 World Series lead. And the Angels just have to win one of these next 3 games, and they will be crowned world champions for the first time in over 2 decades. Pittsburgh lost the World Series last year to the Indians. They know this feeling, and they're in danger of getting this feeling again. The Pirates hit the ball better down the stretch, but too little too late. Santiago Osuna was not on his A game. The bullpen, you do have to give them credit. They did very well, but it just was not enough. The Angels hit the ball very well today. 13 hits, 6 runs. Ben Gamel went 5 for 5 with 2 dingers. He scored, I believe, 3 runs. The Angels as a team had only those 2 home runs. 5 different players driving in runs. Jaime Barria was great. The bullpen had a little bit of a hiccup late, but the Angels did prevail, and now Pittsburgh has to win out, pretty much. Every game is an elimination game from here. Game 5 and potentially Game 6 and 7 if the Pirates can hold on. So Pittsburgh knows they have no choice but to win. Otherwise, they will lose 2 straight World Series. So here we go, Game 5. The weather is much nicer here in LA. The final game hosted by the Angels. If the Pirates win, then all games going forward will be in Pittsburgh, which is a pretty big advantage for the Pirates. That was the first game. Game 4 is the first game not decided by 1 run, as it was decided by 2 runs. Here's a look at both lineups. Brian Hayes is back at DH today. Cesar Hernandez did not play too poorly in Game 4, but the Pirates want to give their main Hayes another shot. So on the mound for the Angels is former Pirate Joe Musgrove, who has not pitched yet in the entire postseason. So he has not pitched in about a month. That means he's probably pretty rusty. Josh Bell up with 2 on, nobody out. An early double play here for the Angels. Musgrove actually walked the first 2 batters, so his control's a little bit off. I mean, he hasn't pitched in an organized game, as I said, in around a month. Benny Lang strikes out, so Musgrove gets out of the jam. He's very excited, wanting to get revenge on his old squad. Remember, he was traded to the Mariners a couple years ago for Patrick Magana, signed with the Angels this offseason, and he was good this year. So the Pirates are putting this game in the hands, or I guess the arm, of Jordan Yamamoto, who has been excellent in the postseason. 2 big wins already as Ben Gamel opens up the game with a double into right. Ben Gamel went 5 for 5 in Game 4, but it appears that he's not done. Make that 6 for 6 in this episode with 3 singles, a double, and 2 bombs. Trout now grounds this one past the glove of Cruz into center. That'll go for a single. Gamel scores, and the Angels again start this one off 1-0. Just like Game 4, the Angels put up a quick run on the scoreboard. Mike Trout has had a very good World Series. He struggled in Game 1, but ever since then, he's been quite good. Top of the second, Carlson gets plunked on the elbow. So that's 3 base runners allowed for Musgrove. Still no hits for the Pirates. Carlson looking a little bit triggered there. Maybe he wanted to charge the mound on his former teammate. Carlson and Musgrove were teammates in Pittsburgh for seasons 2 and 3 of the series, as Francisco Mejia with an early ground rule double Carlson will advance to third. They are now 2 on and 2 out here. A huge opportunity for Brian Hayes, who hits this one nicely to third, but Deuce makes the play. So the Pirates leave 2 runners on scoring position stranded as we go to the bottom of the second. Dom Smith better double check that swing. Big out there for Yamamoto. Deuce now the 1-2. He check swings at the curveball. That one, however, was right down the middle. He could have crushed that ball if he wanted to. Top 3, 1-0 remains your score. Franco goes down looking. Big out there for Musgrove. And Joe Musgrove has been dealing thus far in Game 3. Right as I say that, Josh Bell hits this one nicely deep into center, and it is gone. Josh Bell with his 2nd home run of the World Series, 4th home run of the postseason, and Pittsburgh will knot this one up at 1. The Pirates' offense needed a spark badly, and that's exactly what they get here from Josh Bell, who has been far and away the most consistent batter in this World Series for Pittsburgh. Benny Lane now, that one grounded to third. Deuce unable to make the play in time, but just barely. And it took over 4 games for Benny Lane to get a hit here in the World Series, but good for him. We couldn't go a full World Series without Big Ding Lane doing something. Carlson now the 1-2, single into center. Lane holds up at second as the Pirates have 2 runners on here and 2 out. This is a huge opportunity to strike. That brings up O'Neal Cruz. He swings at a weak outside changeup. The throw from Fletcher to second is in time, and the Pirates only score 1, but it's not a bad inning. The Pirates are at least on the board, tying the game up as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. David Fletcher going down fishing. Didn't catch anything of that bait. There's Mike Trout. He will strike out. Hey, that rhymed. Ending the inning, but nobody is winning. Okay, I'll stop with the rhymes. Tied at 1 here as we go to the 4th. Full count here for Brian Hayes, and he goes down looking. Thought that one was outside, but it was not. Good outing thus far from Musgrove, other than that shaky 3rd inning. He has been excellent. Dom Smith now up in the bottom of the 4th, and Smith gets this one to bounce just in front of a wall with 2 outs. That'll be a double for the former Met, Dominic Smith. The Angels have themselves a runner in scoring position and an opportunity to regain the lead back. What will they do as it's Sheldon Deuce, 3-1 pitch, and he lines this one to short. O'Neal Cruz quickly fields it. The throw to first is in time, and the Pirates will escape out of that one. 4 innings down, still tied at 1. Pittsburgh knows they have to win this game. They have to play better on offense, and that starts here in the 5th inning. Wander Franco deep into right field, but again, it is just short. Franco had a ball like that in the previous game, and now he heads that one as it is caught by Gamel. Josh Bell now, he's already gone deep earlier today, and he goes down looking on the outside fastball. Excellent pitch by Musgrove, who has been excellent against his old squad. 5 innings down, only allowing 4 hits on 1 run as we go to the bottom of the inning. Guess who it is with the single? Ben Gamel, who continues to just be automatic up at the plate. That brings up Mike Trout, an opportunity to strike, and he does just that. Trout with a double into right center. 1 run scores. Gamel headed to the plate. The throw from Franco is not in time. A 2-run double from Mike Trout, the best player in baseball. And the Angels are all of a sudden up 3-1. 3 RBIs today, by the way, from Trout. Inning does come to a close as Dickerson will weakly fly out to the catcher. Mejia makes the play, but still a huge double by Trout. That double might be the biggest play of the entire World Series thus far. And with 4 innings to go, the Pirates have to score at least 2 if they want any chance of surviving. Joe Musgrove will be removed from the game. I really did not see this coming. He's been excellent, but Andrew Heaney will enter. Heaney's been their long reliever. I don't know why they felt like they needed to take Musgrove out, but I guess that does help the Pirates. Well, it doesn't really help them in this inning as O'Neal Cruz strikes out on the sinker. 1-2-3 inning there from Heaney, so maybe the Angels are outsmarting us all. The Pirates are now, just like the Angels, going to put in a lefty who can hopefully get them multiple innings, as it's Caleb Ferguson. 7 innings in the postseason, is not allowed a run yet. As here's Adley Rutschman, the 1-2, swinging a miss on the outside curveball. So a good inning there from Ferguson. If the bullpen pitches well for the Pirates, that's great, but that's not going to matter if the offense doesn't start to pick it up. Top of the 7th now. It's Mejia with one out. This one into center, but it's caught. A diving play there from Mike Trout, who's definitely been the MVP of this game thus far. Ke'Bryan Hayes now the following batter. Deep into right center, but again, Mike Trout is there to make the play. So the Pirates only have 2 innings to score at least 2 runs, or else this one's over. Fletcher up here in the bottom of the 7th. Ferguson gets to it quickly, and the throw to first is in time. What a defensive play there by Caleb Ferguson, trying to keep the Pirates alive. Jeffers now 1-1 pitch, as this one is going to be grounded to short. O'Neal Cruz, an incredible backhanded throw. It's in time. Excellent defense in this inning from the Pirates, and Pittsburgh is going to continue to fight to stay alive. Ty Buttrey enters in the 8th. Andrew Heaney could have pitched the rest of his game if they had wanted him to, so I don't really know why they're making this move, as Wander Franco rips a single into right, so the Pirates with 1 out get themselves a base runner. This game is not over. Here's Josh Bell. He's already gone deep once today, and he might do it for a second time. Bell into left center, and it is gone. Josh Bell will tie it up at 3. What a game thus far from Josh Bell, clawing the Pirates to stay alive by himself. Bell's 2nd home run of the game, 4th of the postseason. Actually, his 5th of the postseason, 3rd in the World Series. And Josh Bell continues to fight in order to keep this one alive. Only 2 players have driven in runs today. Josh Bell has all 3 RBIs for the Pirates, and Mike Trout has all 3 for the Angels. Pretty crazy that each team's best player is stepping up when they are needed to. Dylan Carlson now trying to keep the inning alive. He does not. A grounder to Dom Smith, but the Pirates do score 2. They do tie it thanks to Josh Bell. And this Game 5 is anybody's game to win. Whichever bullpen pitches better down the stretch is the team who's going to win. Carl Edwards back in for the Pirates. He is still not allowed to run in the postseason, and it looks like that'll stick. 1, 2, 3 inning. 8 innings down, and we do not have either team on top. Tied up at 3. Both teams also have 6 hits for what it's worth. As we go to the top of the 9th, can the Pirates break away and get a much-needed Game 5? Can the Angels break away and win the World Series? O'Neal Cruz leading off the inning with a single in the left. That's how you start this one off, Pittsburgh. O'Neal Cruz has had his ups and downs in the playoffs, but probably his most important at bat yet, and he delivers. Angels will make a quick pitching change. I don't know why they kept Buttrey in to open up the inning, but they're going to cut their losses now as Cam Bedrosian will enter. Miguel Andujar now up for 1-1. Ripped into left. It'll drop for a hit. Good start for the Pirates. 2 runners on with nobody out. Dickerson actually bobbled that one. However, all runners will stay. So now that'll bring up Francisco Mejia. An opportunity to give the Pirates the lead. And he does not do that. He will check swing on the slider. That is a gigantic out for Bedrosian. And the Pirates would make a little change in the lineup. Ke'Bryan Hayes will be replaced for Cesar Hernandez. Hernandez has certainly played better than Hayes in the postseason and went on 3-2. Hernandez hits this one into right. Caught by Gamel. Cruz going to tag up. No, he's not going to tag up. He thought about it, but has decided to retreat back to third. So now the Pirates need a big hit here from Pablo Cairo. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one is hit weakly into left center. It should be caught, and it is not. It drops for a hit. Mike Trout never got to it. O'Neal Cruz will score, and the Pirates are on top 4-3. Pittsburgh has made the comeback. They were down 3-1 entering the top of the 8th, and now they are winning. A huge hit here for Cairo. That one should have been caught by either the left fielder or the center fielder, but I guess poor communication, and Pittsburgh scores. It appears, however, they are not done. Franco singles it into center, and Andujar scores, and the Pirates now lead this one 5-3. 4 runs in the past 2 innings, and look who's up next. It's the big boy, Josh Bell. Single into right. Cairo will stay at third, and the bases are now loaded. Benny Lang has an opportunity to pretty much finish off this game as the Angels do make a wise pitching change. Taylor Rogers, the lefty, will in. Got to put in a lefty here against Benny Lang. To 2 count, he goes down on the sinker. So Lang leaves the bases loaded, but the Pirates score 2, and Pittsburgh just needs to close out of this game and then they will remain alive in the World Series. Can they do it? As here is the closer, Jose Alvarado, one of the top relievers in baseball. 3 games this postseason, and he's a perfect 3 for 3 on saves. Dominic Smith opens this one, hitting it nicely into center. Cairo does not have to move much as he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. 2 more to go. Deuce now strikes out, swinging and missing at that one in the dirt. Pittsburgh will get him there, and now the Pirates just need 1 more out. This game will come down to the bat of Adley Rutschman. Hits this one high into right, fairly deep. It is caught by Josh Bell, and Pittsburgh lives to see another day. The Pirates with a comeback victory here in Game 5, and their quest at a World Series is still alive. 2 runs in the 8th thanks to a 2-run shot by Bell, and 2 more in the 9th thanks to Pablo Cairo and Wander Franco. The bullpen, by the way, for Pittsburgh was outstanding today. 4 innings, 0 base runners allowed. The Angels were hitting the ball fairly well on Yamamoto, but they did nothing against the relievers. Ferguson, Edwards, and Alvarado. Shout out to them. Joe Musgrove was great. I thought they took him out too early. They definitely took Andrew Heaney out too early. But nonetheless, no reason to complain. A win is a win. So next episode, we will have Game 6. There will not be Game 7 because elimination games are only 1 episode, except for this one where the first game was not an elimination game. I hope that does not sound too confusing, but nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed. Certainly been an exciting World Series thus far, and hopefully our Pirates can keep this one going for a little bit longer. I'm out. Peace.